understand you've settled several cases against the church.
I can't discuss that.
There aren't any records of any of these settlements.
Nope.
I always felt that I was a total equal, and you and I talked about this, and I think you portrayed this so well in your acting, is that because I was a woman, I think it was easier for some of those adult men mostly to talk about things that were incredibly embarrassing and sometimes humiliating for them even decades later. You know, I bet those were hard scenes to do.
Well, I mean, the great thing about acting is, you know, when you have a great scene partner, and they were, that, you know, you just want to listen. And I wonder if it was the same for you, where, you know, you just found that you kind of couldn't help but just be kind of open and receive the story. And I don't know, I'm sure it was much more difficult, but I don't know. I felt very lucky to work with the actors we worked with.
I am here because I care. We're going to tell this story. We're going to tell it right.
But I feel like that's kind of what you're so good at, is being very open and receptive. How do you do that? How do you allow people to feel comfortable telling you their story?
I mean, I think you have to let them know that you're actually interested in listening. Like, if you're faking it, I think that's probably a hard thing to fake, you know? It was really important to me that people had to share with us details that were sometimes painful, but if you just say I got molested, sort of generic, as we talked about,
right.
And sometimes the details we got might send a priest to jail, right? And I think that was a scene where, again, I was so glad that you conveyed that. And in a lot of the reviews of the movie, people have honed in on that scene about the importance of the details. And so again, I felt good about it really depicting what we had done in real life.
Right.